Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
I know what the show is coming.
You're not in the room. You're in the room. Get out of the room. Go to the sidewalk.
Stop! I will give you my arm. I can't. You have your weight on top of me. I cannot give you my hand. My hand is stuck beneath me.
Let go. Let go of the hand.
I can't.
What is it?
What's in his hand?
What's in his hand? Hey.
Nothing.
Empty hand. Empty hand.
Empty hand.
Nothing.
Got him. Very good. Search him real good. Search him real good.
On this side first. On this side. I'm afraid.
Other side. Ready? Yeah. Let's get a call.
I'm going to leave on the other side so you can see
You guys like this one? It seems like you're pretty enthusiastic.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, do you always arrest people for cursing?
Yes.
Really?
No cursing abuse, 511. That's county code. That's your stop. Don't you get out of the road.
No, it's fine. I mean, you guys got your swear and I got my swear. I got a lot of cameras on me today, so.
I'm glad.
But cursing is.
I'm glad.
I must have been very.
That's good.
I think
You told me to
when you
fuck
arrested
off.
me, I didn't.
My face.
That's not true. I said fuck this. And you got that on tape.
Okay.
Huh? How much did I get back to you? Look, can you loosen the left up just a little bit before you raise them? I'm afraid it's going to cut it out this way. Right. Who's got keys on? Jackie.
I appreciate it. Really would. Okay, job's hard enough. Honestly,
I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna stop.
Watch, Virginia reporter violently arrested for cursing while covering gubernatorial candidate's controversial campaign. November 1, 2017. 5.1K views. Virginia police suspended the First Amendment at a parade this weekend, violently arresting a journalist for cursing while he attempted to question GOP gubernatorial candidate Ed Gillespie, who many say is running a racist campaign. "You're in the road," a Fairfax County Mason District cop barked at reporter Mike Stark on October 26 during a verbal confrontation at the annual parade in Annandale, which was attended by Gillespie. Stark, who is not in the road but rather standing in the entrance of a parking lot, begins to protest. "I'm a fucking reporter doing my job," Stark says. "If you curse again in front of us you're going to jail," another cop threatens the reporter. "Fuck this," Stark protests. "Get on the sidewalk." "Go to jail," the second officer says. That's when things began to escalate. Two Fairfax County Mason District police officers can be seen pushing Stark into a fence while attempting to handcuff him. Even though Stark does not appear to be resisting, officers feign a struggle while trying to cuff the reporter. The first officer yanks Stark's foot, pulling him to the ground. "Stop, I will give you my arm," the reporter pleads with the officers who jump on top of him, pinning his arm between his chest and the ground. "Put your hands up," an officer demands. "I can't," Stark replies to the officers piled on top of him. "You have your weight on top of me. I cannot give you my hand. My hand is stuck beneath me." 4 more officers join in on the arrest. "What's in his hand? What's in his hand?" one officer can be heard alarming the others. "Nothing," Stark shouts. Eventually, Stark is cuffed and rolled over onto his side. "So do you always arrest people for cursing?" he asks the officers. "Yes," one cop replies. "It's called curse and abuse, 5-1-1. It's a county code." Although the officers can be heard admitting Stark was arrested for cursing, Fairfax court records show he was booked on resisting arrest and disorderly conduct charges. According to Share Blue Media, Gillespie has repeatedly dodged questions from Stark about his endorsement from Donald Trump, his apparent racist campaign ads, and using his position in the Bush White House where he secretly lobbied for his corporate clients in the big tobacco, pharmacy, energy, and banking industries. Although Gillespie avoids the term lobbyist on the campaign trail. A central theme of Gillespie's campaign ads has been if you vote for his opposition, Lieutenant Governor Ralph Northam, that you may be killed by brown people with tattoos. Screenshot from Ed Gillespie's gubernatorial campaign ad. Ed Gillespie. Heavy checkmark. At Ed Gillespie. I'll ensure that sanctuary cities, safe havens for violent criminals here illegally, are never allowed and work to eradicate gangs like MS-13. 5:45 p.m., September 20, 2017. 180 replies, 93 retweets, 154 likes. Twitter ads, info and privacy. Gillespie claims Northam increased the threat of MS-13, a Salvadorian street gang, by blocking a ban on sanctuary cities in Virginia. While Virginia does have some sanctuary protections, there are no actual sanctuary cities in Virginia, so a ban would have done nothing to decrease a threat from MS-13. In another ad Gillespie ran shortly after the attack at a white nationalists rally in Charlottesville, he claims if Northam were elected he would take our statues down and Civil War monuments. In response to that ad, the Latino Victory Fund ran an ad countering Gillespie's position that begins with a pickup truck bearing a Confederate flag with an Ed Gillespie for Governor bumper sticker driving down a street chasing a Latino kid. The boy stops to catch his breath, then runs to warn other black, brown, white, and Muslim kids that they should run too. It shows the truck slow as the driver chases through the neighborhood before speeding up again and chasing the children into an alley where they're trapped, frantically trying to climb a fence to escape the truck. The ad concludes with the children waking up from a nightmare and parents watching the Charlottesville attack on television. Is this what Donald Trump and Ed Gillespie mean by the American dream? The ad asks viewers. After being released from the Fairfax County Jail, Stark awaited Gillespie in the hallway of a strip mall where he held a public event to speak with Virginians about voting for him. When he asked Gillespie why he was so afraid to answer questions about ads for his campaign, the gubernatorial hopeful ignored him. During his drive home, after being released from jail and retrieving his car from the alley, which he had parked next to Gillespie, Stark discovered his front passenger tire had been punctured. Watch the video of his arrest below.
For governor, there's a clear choice. Ralph Northam wants to take down Virginia's Civil War monuments.
I will do everything that I can to remove the statues at the state level.
Ralph Northam will take our statues down. Ed Gillespie will preserve them.
I'm for keeping them up, and he's for taking them down. And that's a big difference in November.
On November 7th, vote Ed Gillespie for governor.
I'm Ed Gillespie, candidate for governor, and I sponsored this ad.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt-free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head, help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.